That was scary. Hey everyone, welcome to the review. Here's my review for the movie Hereditary. Hereditary stars Toni Collette, Alex Wolff, Millie Shapiro, and Gabriel Byrne. And this movie is written and directed by Ari Aster, who makes his directorial debut. And yeah, this movie from film festivals and people praising about this movie for months now, seeing trailers, people saying it's like the scariest movie since The Exorcist. I finally get to see this movie, and people are right. It's fucking good. It's scary. It's terrifying. It's unsettling. It's atmospheric. It's deep. It's profound. It's thought-provoking. It builds. It builds on characters. It builds on storytelling. Builds on atmosphere. It builds. And then it pays off. And when the payoff pays off, it pays off really fucking well. And yeah, this movie is very reminiscent of Rosemary's Baby and The Exorcist. Feels like the tone-wise, atmosphere-wise, and also like when you watch when you watch Rosemary's Baby and The Exorcist, when you watch those movies, for the first hour of those films, they feel like dramatic films. And they build on the characters, they build on the atmosphere, the setting, the production, they build on what's happening, what's about to happen to these people. And it takes a while to build, but when it pays off, it really pays off really well. Exorcist does that, Rosemary's Baby does that, and they do it very well. This movie does the same thing. It builds on something, it builds on the story, it builds on these characters, and it sets the mood, the atmosphere, the setting, the placement, everything. It's all set up for the first hour, and it feels like a drama film. When I was watching this movie, I'm like, is it a dramatic movie? I thought this was supposed to be a horror movie. And then the last half, that's when it gets to be a straight horror film. And I feel like there's three kinds of people for this film. People who are going to love the first half, hate the second half. Then there's people who are going to hate the first half and love the second half. And then there's people that are just going to love it, just everything. For both halves work perfectly. I can't see anyone really hating this entire film. Some people are probably going to love the beginning, the setup, the build-up, the drama, the performances, and how deep and thinky it is. People are going to love that. And they're going to probably think the last half is just too out there, too creepy and stuff. And horror fans might get bored by the first half, but love the second half when all the scary and fucked up shit happens. So I feel like there is three different audience members for this film. Not for kids, by the way. It's a hard R-rated film, and yeah, this movie's fantastic. I'm in the third minority. I love both halves. I thought the build-up was great, the drama was great, building on these characters and what was about to happen, because I knew something, as much as I was like, oh, this is a drama film, but I knew it was building to something. And it felt, again, very much Rosemary's Baby meets The Exorcist. And yeah, I love both those films. I don't know if this is as good as either one of those films, but still, it's a phenomenal film. The performances, amazing. Toni Collette, Oscar-worthy performance. I am not just saying that just to say that. She's fantastic. She is unbelievable in this film. She's fantastic, and this is her second scary performance, a scary movie performance. It's like she was in The Sixth Sense. She was amazing as Haley Joel Osment's mother in that film, and she is equally good in this film. She's fantastic. And Millie Shapiro is one of the standouts in this film. She's so good in this movie. You gotta watch out for Millie Shapiro after this movie. She's gonna make it big. She's amazing. Alex Wolff is good, so is Gabriel Byrne, but the two standouts is Toni Collette and Millie Shapiro. Those two are incredible in this film. And also, the biggest praise I give is Ari Aster. Ari Aster, yeah, Ari Aster. I'm like, is his name Ari Aster? I thought it was Ollie Aster. No, it's Ari Aster. Ari Aster, how he wrote and directed this film was brilliant. I could tell he is very inspired by William Friedkin and Roman Polanski and even a little bit of James Wan with his filmmaking style. And he doesn't mimic them, he just kind of homages them and puts his own unique style and spin on it with his story and even the way he directs and shoots his films. It's very well done. I thought the cinematography was really good, the editing was very sharp, and the setting was great. And I love how just bleak and atmospheric this movie was. It's unsettling. This movie might scare some people really. I guarantee this is another Exorcist on our hands. This is a truly scary film, and yeah, it got me a few scenes. I'm like, oh my god, it's disturbing. There's some really messed up shit in this film. It's not a film you do not take your kids to go see this movie. Kids, I guarantee, can't handle this film. It's fucked up. This movie's messed up. In a good way, though. It's a very well made film, very well crafted, very well directed film, and I highly recommend this film. Like, not just for horror. Horror fans are going to love this film, but I think film lovers in general are going to love it. Just the way it homages classic horror cinema, and the way it's filmed and directed, and how bleak and atmospheric, and especially the compelling performances. I think this movie is it's gonna be a hit, and I think a lot of people are going to love this film. Do I have any negatives? Yes. There are a few scenes that don't work for me. There's a few scenes that are a little too on the nose for me. I'm like, okay. There's a couple of moments I feel like the film was trying to be very philosophical and very metaphorical, and it was a little too on the nose for me. I'm like, okay, I see what you do. Like, and some people like talking riddles in this film. I'm like, okay, you don't need to do that. Like, I get what you're trying to do. You don't got to be like, ooh, look how clever we are and stuff like that. A couple of moments here and there were sprinkled through the film, but minor nitpicks. This film is absolutely sensational. Easily one of the best films of the year. I don't think it's the best horror film. If you count A Quiet Place, I still think that is a better film because I love that movie so much. But it's out there. It's fantastic. I could see this movie getting nominated for some Academy Awards, especially for Toni Collette's performance. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Hereditary a 9.5 out of 10. This is a solid piece of work. Easily one of the best of the year. Check it out. So that was my review for the movie Hereditary. So in the comment section below, please tell me what is your favorite Toni Collette movie/performance. Movie, I'd say like her best movie is Little Miss Sunshine. I love that movie. Performance, Sixth Sense is right up there with this movie. Like, she is that good in this film. But yeah, what are your thoughts and opinions on Toni Collette? Favorite performance, favorite movie, comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.